Okay, so I have a question. What makes someone a bad person? I mean, let's think about that for a second. Everyone thinks at some point in their life that making a bad decision makes you a bad person. That's not entirely true. I know a lot of people that have made a lot of bad decisions, but they aren't bad people. Like, even I, in my sheltered life, have made bad decisions, but I'm not a bad person. I've heard from multiple sources that I'm actually a pretty good person. So what makes someone a bad person? Is it the kind of decision that they make that's bad? Or is it just general life choices? I'm a bit confused on this. And I think I'm probably going to go ahead and look at the Bible for this. I don't have my Bible with me. I'll probably end up checking it later. But this is a question that just kind of popped into my mind a few minutes ago, and I don't entirely know how to answer it. Because I've been friends with supposedly bad people. They've made some very bad decisions. Some people consider them bad. I don't consider them bad people. I mean, they're still nice people. And they still help each other out and help other people out. They think about other people before they think about themselves. I don't see that as a bad person. But there's other people that made seriously extreme bad decisions. And I'm not sure whether I am able to consider them a bad person or not. Like, what allows you to consider someone a bad person? That's my question today. Because I'd really, really like to know the answer to that question. What, for each and every person, is the difference between a good and a bad person and good and bad decisions? Does a bad decision technically make you a bad person? I'd really like to know a lot of different people's thoughts on that. Because it is kind of something I'd really like to know more about. I'll admit I need to look to the Bible on a lot more decisions, but this is something I want to know. What do you guys think about it? Just whoever sees this, what's your thought on that? Is it true that a bad decision at a certain caliber can make you a bad person, or is it multiple bad decisions that can make you a bad person? Because I honestly don't know, and I'd like to know. I've made mistakes. Everyone I know has made mistakes in one way or another. Some worse than others. And some that hurt people. Physically, emotionally, just in different ways. Most recently, I made the mistake of, just over this past year, I didn't realize it, but I had consulted the wrong websites on figuring out how to take care of a bearded dragon, and just a few days ago, about a week ago now, my bearded dragon, she was old, so that's part of her problem, but she died. And it was only 2 days before she died that I realized and found videos on YouTube that I had been taking care of her wrong. And I made a bad decision. I didn't look enough. But in the end, it wasn't entirely my fault either. I didn't know. But it does give me experience for if I ever do get another bearded dragon. And that's kind of what confuses me about this the most, is what if that person made a bad decision because they were ill-informed about what the good decision is. What if it wasn't their fault? What if they weren't told what they needed to know? And they had to make that mistake and that bad decision to actually realize what the good decision was. So, if you could tell me what you think about this, that would be nice. I want to see all different kinds of people, all different kinds of answers to this. Because it's confusing. Life in general is confusing. And I want to be able to help other people, and I can't do that without knowing every side of every conversation that I could have. And it would also be nice if my lizard wasn't running away. But, no, don't do that. You have a habit of jumping. But I want to know, and I'm probably going to come up with all kinds of weird questions that I want answers to. But I want to know what the different viewpoints on all of these things are. And I hope people won't fight over it, but I want to see what every different person thinks. And if it can help me in the future in making decisions of my own. So, start that debate.